name is Olly, as you already know, and I am an Italian living in India, and I am a powerlifter. So today we are going to speak a little bit of sports side of my journey in India. So 4 years ago, I came to India with 200 bucks in my pocket, free pieces of luggage, nothing more. Means that I didn't have a shelter, I didn't have friends, I didn't have family support, no agencies, no knowledge whatsoever about India. And I was pretty desperate. But at the end of the story, after these 4 years, what I understood is that I've done a great thing to stay here and construct my future in here and continue to be the part of this amazing, beautiful country. I'm going to break it down to you later why I think so. So 4 years goes by, I continue to construct things, and I am now the part of one of the most important, let's say, fitness industry, mainstream, and I am part of the main expos here in India. I'm working with a lot of brands, also leading brands here, and I have more than 1.4 million of followers on every social media platforms combined. How do you reach that stage? How do you reach from 200 euros in your pocket and nothing more to be one of the main fitness influencers, being a power lifter? So let's start from the start. Who doesn't know what powerlifter is? Powerlifting is a sport in which you, the main accent is going on how much weight do you lift and the form. And that goes on bench press, deadlift, and squat. Okay. Meanwhile, in the fitness industry, it's all about how beautiful you are, how aesthetically pleasant your muscles are, and how you can present yourself on the stage. Two different things, right? So powerlifting is you just come there on the stage, lift heavy, go away. On the stage of fitness, you come there, bikini, etc., etc. You present yourself with a beautiful smile, but you don't lift. So think about how I would feel saying that, okay, I have to succeed in this industry, not knowing anything about it. Let's start from start. I sit down and we are talking about 4 years ago, right? I sit down and I'm starting to Google. And I start to research what is the scene of sport in India, what is the scene of powerlifting in India, and what is the scene of any other things in India here, because I literally didn't know anything about India, literally. And turns out that powerlifting in India, very, very basic, but there is a possibility to succeed in fitness industry, which right now is mainstream. Okay, I know what I am. I know who I am, I know my craft, I know what I have in hands. But I don't know how to reach the stage of I want to be popular in totally other thing, which is not my field. Okay, it's like asking cardiovascular doctor diseases to do the Botox to another girl, just to say. Okay, I started to research what it's the fitness about, how I can do things that will lead me to that stage saying, okay, I might be able to introduce myself into fitness. For that, what I have to do? I start to research about any lessons, any workshops, anything about the diet, medical researches, and start to profile myself towards fitness. So yes, I am working with what I have, but I'm expanding and I am adjusting to what I want to reach to. Okay, this is number one. Then I understand that it's not that hard and I can evolve my style and take the best parts of XYZ, I don't know, any kind of lesson, fitness things, take the best of it and adapt it to my style. We have it? Sweet. Once I do that, once I adapt the fitness thing to myself, fitness diet, fitness attitude, I start to create a content. And as we already know, social media is a thing right now. It's 2020. Everybody wants to be on Instagram. Everybody wants to be on TikTok, whatever, any kind of social media platform. Once you have the content, once you created your image, once you adapted things to yourself, you start to create a content which you can put online, which is pleasant, which is colorful, which is beautiful, which is on theme, and then start to educate people who you attract on your profile, on your social profile, saying, okay, you know what? I've done this and this and this because of XYZ things. So you are, it's a very, very bad thing to say right now, but you are selling what you know to people, okay? So it can work for any kind of thing. You can do it on your YouTube, or you can do it anywhere, okay? So choose one, profile that, and try to make it as much as personal as you can. That is another step. And this is how you create your base on the social media and also on personal field. Then, if you don't have a chance to succeed in something, for example, I wanted to be a part of fitness industry, you create the basics for your chance. How do you do that? I went to Google once again and created a sort of the plan. Okay, so I know that XYZ Fitness Expo will be in this and that date, whatever. And I'm like, okay, how much does it cost? How much it costs, where it is, etc., etc. Can I attend it? How many days will it be? How many people will be there? How many expositors and people who will be from industry will be there? So you do the background check and go there, buy yourself a ticket, and start to speak with everyone. Start to speak with the owners, start to speak with people who are from the industry, athletes, etc. And while you're speaking with them, you kind of profile yourself more, because you are asking, okay, what I can do for you? What is your product? How would you like your product to be featured on my social media? Which is very important also, because you have to have the feedback from other people, because you know what you know, but you don't know what other has to tell you till they don't tell you. And this feedback is very important, because this is how you're gonna work for the next years. Because there is no other thing that, don't think that, okay, you know what, I'm a doctor and I don't need social media. You will need it, because Google will say on the research of Google to billions of people in India that you exist and you are the best because you have 5 stars. And you cannot say that, oh, my content is not, it doesn't matter, I am in the XYZ industry, I am into, I don't know, snorkeling, etc. You can still explain to people and create a content which people will look up to you and say, you know what, I'm gonna work with him or her. Why? Because I love his content, her content. It's great. It's something that I would look up to. It's something that I want to see. So another thing, once you create this image of you, which should be positive, okay, and once you create the image and have the feedback, the next step is to see if you can be a part of one part of industry. So in my case, that was 2 years ago, when the first fitness expo just called me up and said, you know what, We want you as a guest. Why? Because at that point, we see your content, and your content is good, and we see that you have gained some followers, which is good also. So I'm like, okay, why not? And I came there and I owned every second. Because at that point, I was not just the basic athlete that comes and just talk to you. I was the guest of the venue, which makes people look at you in a way or another, in the way better, light. Let's say that you are a basic makeup artist and then suddenly you start to work with the big brands. Obviously, the customer will look at you and say, okay, that's a thing, I like her more. So this is one thing that you have to understand. Feedback everywhere from everyone. Followers, very important to have their, just let them speak up their mind, what they want from you, what they want as a content, and also the brands that will want a lot of things from you, but still you can, at that point, choose what do you want also from them. Okay? So we are having the level up, and then whenever you are open-minded, whenever you can succeed a little bit more, whenever you can show yourself even more to more public, that will create more following on your social media and also more follow-up from the brands and also other venues. This is how you create like this kind of possibility for yourself, obviously. It doesn't count for everyone. You cannot just go to every bank and just sell yourself as like, I want to work in a bank. But then from the other side, if people on social media will see you and look up to you that, okay, you know what, I think this person is saying the truth, or I feel that this person is saying something that I can utilize in every and each part of my life, or only one part of my life, the brands or the banks or anything else, they will come to you by themselves. And the best thing is that when the brands come to you, at that point you are the one who dictates the rules. So that is one of the points in which you will understand while you will create your life. And at one point, whenever you will be like very happy with what you have, very happy with the money that you get, very happy with the people that surrounds you, I think that at that point you will have to sit down and think about to give back. So in my case, 1 year ago, I started to work with a startup in which helps people who are at home and they have a basic problem, which I wanted to a little bit highlight here. So PubMed said in 2018 that over 135 million of people in India only have problem with obesity. And majority of them, they are women. So how to work with it, how I can help those people who didn't have maybe the possibility or the money to go in the gym and to work out, or maybe they just think that it's not for me because I'm a woman, and if I will, dress the leggings and I will just go in the gym, they will laugh at me. So that's why I am too afraid to go even out. So this startup works from my home to 1.2 million of people in India and help them out to understand how does it work, how you can be better, because WHO says that obviously a lot of problems with your health comes from obesity, or the kilos more than you think that it's okay. No, it's not. A lot of problems with strokes, a lot of problems with cancer, several cancers. Obviously, in the girls will be breast cancer. So if we can do something at one point of our career just to give back to people, give back this love, give back this follow up, because you know your followers will give you their time, and time is something that you will never get back. So at one point of your career, I think that this would be an amazing thing if you can do. I'm not saying super charity, but if you can help, please do. That will be wonderful, and that will create something more than just blindly following up to your career, blindly just like running towards money, etc. I already know that money are very important. I already know that money is something that we need, because we are not like living with love and kisses, right? We cannot pay our bills with hugs. So that's the one point which adulting is a little bit hardcore with. But once you have that small base and you can see that, okay, you know what, I can actually give something more to kids, or more to people who have any kind of problems, diseases, etc. And it's in my mostly will and power to do that. Why not? And this why not, it's a very big thing. So I think that here in India, we can create a super amazing future. I think that Indian people are great and super determined, and you inspire me every day. So I would love to give back, and I'm giving back every and each single day. And I'm trying to be at your same level, saying that, okay, you know what, today I've done it. Today I've done something positive, and today I'm very, very happy to be a part of your society. Thank you.